Oh my, everybody got me this morning. Oh, I woke up with some stuff and it came out of my head. It's 09 hours, 8 minutes. Wednesday, August 7th. I just thought about this. I'm going to talk about a couple things. As much as my phone allowed me to record, I'm going to speak to my phone telling me to stop. Because there's a few things on my mind spiritually, and it's happened naturally. Remember, I was talking about the orders. I haven't spoke about the order. As I said, all my spirituality coming back. The further I get away from religion, the stronger I get in spirituality. And I want to say this in spirituality. If you a man hoe, a whoremonger, or a woman hoe, or you a woman whoremonger, how are you spiritual? Where is your spirituality at if you giving your soul, you're intertwining your spirit with other people? Where in the earthly, the almighty hell, I'm going to put that in there with you because you spiritual liars. You're just as bad as the prophets. And that's what we had to understand. Because I'm understanding people have no idea what they're talking about. Even in the word alpha, we have no clue where the word alpha come from. It's from the Hebrew language. The first letter is A, and it means first, and that was it. But when you say alpha male, when you start calling us by names, the terminology, the semantics and linguistics, you have to have information that derive from where. You got to know the origin. Because they say if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Well, what are you standing on first? I can stand on a rock that's shaky. But will I fall off that rock? No. Because I learned how to balance myself on that rock. But does that mean that rock is solid? No. I'm not hitting you with no special proverb or parable or some information you got to research later. I'm asking you a straight up question. That rock is shaky, is liable to break, fall, tilt over, make you fall over. But just because you learned how to balance on an unshaky rock, that don't make you stronger than everybody. That make you, come on now, you adapted, right? You became a habitant on that rock. Now, what if you learned that rock was not the correct rock for you? What if you know, I can go somewhere where the rock is stronger, or the rock was built to be stronger, or I can go there and say, hold on, I can build my rock stronger. So why would you go to another rock? Or why wouldn't you? So, when I talked about good seed on good soil, I have good seed. Why would I plant my good seed onto soil, bad soil? And to me, I'm going to call it bad. It's going to offend people, but even vice versa, or the opposite side, the other gender. For man, I'm going to speak on man because this is how to leave women out of it. If you a man and your soil, your seed is bad, why would you want to intertwine your bad seed into good womb? That's good soil, right? I'm not, but I'm talking to the man because a woman will find it offensive. Nothing you can say in this day and age unless it's pertaining to her. Just as a certain type of man. A woman, certain type of man, has nothing to do with his support and love for her. It's about what he and how he makes her feel about whatever she's doing. If she's doing wrong, if that's in her line of sight. I used to thought it was a core value, but I'm learning we don't guide and challenge our children. What is values? I want to ask you, what are a value that you stand on? I remember we had values when dressing a certain apparel. I don't care what the apparel. The apparel don't have to be a button-down shirt and some slacks, we call it. But if I go into a building with kids, I didn't know it was okay for my as a man, I couldn't wear a tight shirt. I'm going to talk to the men. I'm not going to wear a tight shirt or pants where my If I'm well endowed, I wouldn't wear clothes that's going to show. Now, if I'm wearing certain clothes and that happen, so be it. Not being funny, not bragging, that happens to me. If I wear a certain dress pants, I have to get a certain style of dress pants. But then after a while, I grew. I changed weight. Or that I'm a man. So when you not out there sexing every woman, you can enjoy your manness and it functions correct. It, not being funny, it stay hard. You don't have this erectile dysfunction. You don't go through a lot of things that a lot of people go through because you are healthy. And I'm not saying there's things that won't arise, but you are healthy. So that will explain it. And the reason why there wasn't the jogging pants or women didn't look good in their sundresses. They wasn't healthy this summer. It was a very unhealthy summer. We so healthy to it. I don't care if you work out. You can't work out and then be unhealthy in your spirit as well. Because we can see you're darker. You ever notice how some people are getting yes, we have melon, but we're eating chemical and poisoned foods. Nobody's talking to. See, and this is the things that I don't get about people. We so woke and conscious, and all these new religion, this Hebrew Israelite and all this stuff coming out, but we don't even talk about what is here already. We added new words. I used to be called a punk or a chump. Now you a simp. Well, the simp now gravitated into the world of I'm being a simp because I want to be the woman. No, that's his choice. If he wanted to take his seed and be with that woman and help another seed, by all means, more power to him. I don't call him a simp. If I think she's beautiful, I'm not a simp. I'm not being thirsty. But before that was called admiration, appreciation. And before that was accepted by even, there's a social media that they didn't have. So imagine they had social media. I'll guarantee you, and we get our beauty standards is all jacked up. So, and I've noticed everybody gay. I see women respond to women in a better way. A man can be just straight up, I think you're very gorgeous. You don't even use the word beautiful. She's like, all right, she heard the word beautiful. Let me hit her with elegant, sophisticated. Ooh, that's another one. I can't even call no women sophisticated. We bad and bougie. Come on. I can't call my brothers, I can't say my brother, you look good because it's going to be gay now. No, I still say it. I say, brother, you look good in that. Keep wearing that. It don't even be dresses. It don't even be like dress clothes. I was about to say dresses. I was about to say about women. It don't have to be dress clothes. He look good because he ironed his pants. His shoes is clean. He has some type of knowledge about him. He wherewithal some pride, which they told you was wrong. So if we start thinking and doing as they tell us, imagine what we're going to become. We are becoming them. We're becoming the Neanderthals. We're becoming the animals. But we don't talk about that. That's why our men have to feel dominant. Those are alpha men. And we could say, oh, they're not alpha, they're not taking care. No, alpha animals don't take care of their family. The family do all the work. He just on the throne. He fake protects. Because when he get challenged, because you know why he fake protect? Because at no age, if you respect me as a king, why are you challenging me when I get weak? When he gets sick, he get challenged. And if he lose the throne. And once he loses the throne, it puffs him up. You know what we were originally made for? Us men, African descendant men, we are warriors. We didn't kill each other. We didn't enslave each other. Our women didn't fight each other. We didn't fight our women. Our women didn't compete. Our women didn't listen to other people, didn't compete against us. Our women didn't do that. We didn't compete against each other, didn't listen to other people. We tried to stay within because we knew that was important. We lost our importance and we became weak as niggas. What I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your purpose. It's your purpose. See, that changed. The spirit in me just changed. It's your drive. If you don't do it, it don't work. So think about this. If we never change, if we keep changing and conforming to them, what you think is going to happen to us as a diaspora? We gotta rise. We gotta be better. Say la.